The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome, everyone, to McStabber Studios on a Thursday evening as we are going to be playing Monster of the Week, doing our Monster of the Month cereal game. I am Mama McStabber, and I will be the game mistress, herder of cats, generally trying to wrangle these players towards a goal over the course of this session. We'll see how that goes. I'd like to go ahead and have my investigative operatives introduce themselves.
Hi, I am Sykeshire, and I am playing Lanny, and I am a pararomantic.
Hello, I am Grim Raven. I am playing Maximilian Huntington II, and I'm the Crooked.
Hi, I'm Jenna Thieves. I am playing Lydia Blackwood, the Chosen.
Hello, I am the Reverend Benjamin Powers. I am playing Adi Manzini, the only one among this group of dead-looking people who's actually dead. Also, I have just now noticed that Maximilian is using the second instead of Junior for his name, and that is tickling me pink right now. I love it. Pretentiousness is amazing.
And it is total serendipity that I have gathered together for this session the Goth Squad. Okay. All right. So this session, everyone, you have been training with the Interpol Monster and Paranormal Specialists group that you are now members of. You've been doing so for weeks and weeks. You're now basically field agents for this organization. And you've been hand-selected by your handler, Cat Herder, to perform an op. All she's sent to you in a memo is to pack necessities. The rest will be provided. And be on the tarmac first thing in the morning. You all get on a plane before the sun is even up. Hours later, you land at Heathrow in London. You are picked up by some nondescript black vehicles and transported to a black site in southern England. In this little conference room that you've been sat in walks Special Agent Herder. She nods to each of you. Good. Just in time. She turns on a projector and some information starts getting shown. We have a problem near Bourne. A young woman, Jane Doe, is currently in a coma at a small hospital nearby in Lincoln. She's pregnant. Nobody seems to know her. All investigations have turned up nothing. Two mornings after she was hospitalized, a young man was found on some church steps, wrapped in a shroud, stone dead. Nobody's tying the two together, but we think something is tied between the two of them. The timing is just uncanny. I want you to investigate these people. Find out what you can. And if they are tied, figure out if it is supernatural or not. And if it is, handle it. And she passes out folders that has all the pertinent details. There will be bags waiting for you at the vehicles with equipment that you may need. It is possible that these two may not be the only cases. There may be others that might be victims of this situation. So if so, we want to make sure you have search and rescue equipment. We also want to make sure that you have everything you need to get in and get out as quickly as possible if need be. I don't know what this is. None of us do. So we're relying on eyes on the field. Any questions?
Yo, hi.
Go ahead. What you got?
So I have a few. I'm going to start with the most obvious. When you say handle it, do you mean like exterminate, make it go away, or make it just stop?
However you see fit. Whatever seems most appropriate. If it is a high-level threat, try to eliminate it. If it is a lower-level threat, see if it can be resolved other ways.
Excellent. I feel that this group has the appropriate level of makeup to ascertain threat neutralization protocols. So, yeah. Also, real glad to meet the other two of you.
Oh, yes, I forgot. You haven't been training together exclusively. She points to everyone at the table. This is Lanira McCormick. Maximilian Huntington II. Welcome home, by the way.
Thank you.
Lydia Blackwood. And Artie Manzini.
Absolutely charmed. Pleased to meet all of you. Cool. So we got a Blackwood, a Huntington, the sequel, and my ex who's in with demons. Awesome. I have a good positive feeling about this group. You guys look like you have really good positive mental outlooks on life, and I'm super excited to put my life in your hands. Thank you.
Why'd you have to bring up the demon? Why? I mean,
I'm going to give you a few.
He's going to be here, okay? He's going to end up being around, right? We might as well make sure the whole team knows. That way they're not surprised by a random demon popping up.
Utilize every asset at your disposal. Any other questions?
Yeah, I have two. First of all, is a demon hot?
very.
Jesus Christ! Again, I'm in another. I quit. I'm done.
Like, it's fine. I was just curious. Second question, why is this that important?
I mean, he's okay. Look,
Like, we just took out like some giant like woods beast, and that was obviously bad.
No,
I mean,
trust
like-
me. I have a feeling there's in the dossiers, you'll be able to review them and basically research a bit before you're tasked out. There is information that this has happened before. A few times.
Like specifically comatose pregnant chick and rando dude at church.
And a few other things that seem similar. So do your research while you're waiting to go.
Yeah, any of you guys like research? Because I hate it.
I mean, I can do it, and I can do some of the research. I like doing that stuff. I like doing stuff on the computer and everything. I mean, I've got a question. Has a physical exam been done on the woman, like a full?
Yeah. She seems physically just fine. She just isn't awake or alert.
So we know she's pregnant. Do we know how far along?
She
Or
is
are we talking-
about 5 months. Based on the ultrasound that was performed.
This is going to sound creepy, but it's a statistical thing to know. Is it a viable? Is the baby?
Yes, the baby is perfectly healthy.
Human. I think she was going to say human.
And that too, also human. Nothing abnormal about it.
I mean,
I get it. No, I get it. There's been weird
I'm
shit.
just asking,
Rosemary's
there's
Baby
pregnancy
made into a
notions.
movie based on a real story, okay?
Okay.
So, yeah, so seriously.
What? Pardon me. Excuse me. What was that about?
I said what I said. Anyway.
Great. Super. That's awesome. I have, again, my real
That was
positive
taken
feeling
care
about all
of,
this.
okay?
Yeah.
By your predecessors. So, yeah, anyway. Literally, it is, for all we can tell, it is a human baby. And it is healthy as of right now. The mother is also healthy, but she is comatose. I don't know if it is shock. I don't know if it's something else. That's why I want eyes on them to check out what the hell is going on.
and they've done a tox screen and all of
Oh,
that.
yeah,
to
all
make
that. She's
sure.
clean. She's completely healthy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Kat looks around and says, "Do you have any questions, Mr. Huntington?"
No, not really.
Okay, that's fair. I will check in with you one more time before you leave. Take a few minutes to review the dossiers. And she walks out.
Hmm.
Great. I'm not rethinking my decision to join this group.
Just
It's not even crossing my mind.
For the
Listen,
record, I will fight a pregnant woman.
Yes.
Okay, well, plus 10 points for you. Not that I'm keeping track and tallying up the numbers that people are earning so that I can use it as kind of a, if I save this person's survival system, that would just be sociopathic and awful. So plus 10 points for willing to fight a pregnant chick.
As you look through the dossier, you find all the pertinent details that show the tox screen was clear, the baby's healthy, the mother's healthy. She has been in a coma for just over a week.
Right.
No leads have turned up on any investigations into her identity.
Have you? I'm reading over this. I'm trying to read over this information here. We're focusing a lot on the female.
We're getting
What
to the male.
about-
That as soon as you go through hers, because
Yeah.
she's the living quantity. Now you get into the deceased. The young man. Hang on, I'm looking at my stuff. Hang on. Stephen Lewis was his name. He lived right outside of Bourne with a roommate. Roommate's name is Michael Samuels. He's had preliminary interviewing done by the local constabulary. He was found on the steps of the Eastgate United Reformed Church in Bourne, wrapped in a linen shroud. The linen appeared very aged, was slightly damp. When the autopsy was performed, there was no obvious sign of cause of death. However, found within the shroud with him were small stones, tiny twigs, some damp, mossy earth. And it lists an address where he lived at, his next of kin, who lives in the north. And as far as the woman goes, it also lists where she is hospitalized at. And it also mentions that they have done an investigation with interview of the priest at the church, Father Gillum. Father Gillum was not, he had stated that young Stephen wasn't a regular member of the church. But because it's a small hamlet, basically a small village, everybody kind of knew everybody. But for some reason, nobody's talking about this girl.
Do we know? Remind me who was the person that found the females? The female.
That is also a mystery.
Do we know the father?
Nope.
Paternity testing on the child is currently pending. They are comparing it internally with Interpol to the young deceased man.
Oh.
So this is kind of what I'm thinking, guys. It's like what I'm thinking is probably one of the most important is A, who found them and where were they right before they were here? Like, would somebody have seen them somewhere? And if this is such a small town, I would think somebody. I mean, is there a gardener or anything around this place? Is there delivery people or anybody that would have been delivering anything anywhere near this location that might have seen somebody get dumped or carried or something?
I mean, I, for one, think it's a little suspicious they decided to trust the corpse up in an Amish bundle.
Yeah, like that sounds like magic. Does anybody know what kind of magic that would be?
And no, my expertise is not in fabric.
Yeah, mine's just in stabbing stuff. What about?
Would this?
I mean, I have an idea. I mean, chances are, I mean, we know where the guy lived and his roommates around. I can investigate the apartment, and if there was anything there that was reasonably significant to the deceased, I may be able to see if he's still hanging around. Speaking from personal experience, getting murdered by weird things does cause you to tend to linger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see that or not see that. Some, transparency. So I have a question. Would this be a good time to try that investigative mystery?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I need to roll.
Yep.
And I roll plus sharp. 2 dice, 2 6 dice, and I got a 0 for sharp. Ew.
Just roll your 2d6 and add them
Got it.
together.
I got a 6 and a 1.
So that's 7. So on that, investigate a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
You get a hold 1. So that means you can ask one of the questions in the list on your sheet, and I've dropped it down on your sheet for you.
Okay. In the chat part?
No, on your character sheet.
Oh, on the character sheet, yeah.
At the very top, I dropped down the investigate a mystery.
Okay, I can ask one.
Mm-hmm. So pick the best question you think might help you with this.
What is being concealed here?
Excellent question. I'm glad you picked that one. All right. So, looking through this and the discussions you've had with your team and what your handler told you, it's really sus to you. You're like, this is just not, something's up. Something's up here. And you kind of get a little whisper. Yeah. Yeah. The girl's the catalyst.
And nobody can hear this but me.
Nobody can hear it but you.
Huh.
She's the linchpin.
Hi.
And Lanny's going to kind of just sit here like she just been like hit with a spontaneous thought.
Lanny, you're making a eureka face over there. Want to share with the rest of the class?
Does she do this a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
That's annoying.
yeah.
Okay.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I will. Leave me alone.
Yeah, she's going to be talking to her significant other a lot during the course of this little investigation too.
His
You were the
name
tornado.
is Az. Thank you very much.
Or like significant other.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You said ass?
Yes. I would be careful saying that last letter with something other than the Z. That might be a bad.
oh, I'm
so
sorry.
scary. Oh gosh. What are you thinking?
Okay, so I'm evaluating all of this stuff. I'm trying to think there's something missing. There's obviously something that doesn't make sense. You've got two things that seem rather unrelated, but the female is the one alive. And I'm just getting this feeling, no, it's not you, that like she is like the center of the whole thing. If she were not important, she'd be dead. So obviously she's kind of like the centerpiece, like the start, the spark, the flame that starts it all, the catalyst thing that starts it all. So I have a feeling everything is going to kind of start with her.
Okay. Can you ask her head voice what's starting?
Huh?
Is that because of the baby? Or is it because of
I don't
how is
know.
that?
All life is precious.
Because like, why is it always demons that
Disagree.
seem to want? Demons always seem to want babies. Like
Do you
even
want
like
a baby?
Ghostbusters 2.
He literally gives you a
I
resound. When you ask him that, he literally, you hear a resounding and very forceful no.
Thanks a lot. Nasty.
Also, for the record, excellent calling out Ghostbusters 2. Highly overlooked film. One of my personal favorites.
Well, yeah, but like every single demon, ghost, part of that, but always seems to want a baby.
Well, they don't run very fast.
I think that's because Hell hasn't mastered the internet yet. If Hell had access to the internet, they would not have as much trouble.
You cannot tell me Hell cannot access the internet. There is no way I have been on the internet.
Well, no. Hell is obviously clearly influencing the internet, but I don't think they get on it directly. I have this theory that Hell's a lot like demons is supposed to be, where like they can't directly do things, but they influence the world. I think the internet's one giant demon, except for the fan forums I frequent. Those are upstanding people with a lot of really good thoughts.
Just the 666G.
Well, no, they're only up to 5. Trust me, they haven't mastered 6 yet.
Special Agent Herder stops back in. She's like, all right, your transportation's almost ready. Any more questions now that you've reviewed the case?
I mean, not so much a question as a plan of action. I mean, I'm going to check out the deceased's apartment and talk to his roommate or poke around there.
Absolutely. We are going to drop off people who are wanting to investigate that branch first in Bourne.
Yes, someone should come with me because I should not be left to my own devices.
I'll go with you. I don't want to deal with pregnant ladies.
Excellent. We're going to get along great. I hate the pregnant.
I'll beat them up, but I'll avoid them if I can.
This is so great. I love it. I got someone willing to punch pregnant women. This is God.
Max,
do you like the show Millennium? Have you ever watched the show Millennium with Lance Henriksen? Came out.
I've never seen it. Is it good?
Oh my God, it's the best. Come on, I'll tell you all about
why
it.
didn't you ask her if she plays World of Warcraft, huh, Artie?
Okay,
Because
y'all
we're
really
talking
need
about Millennium.
y'all really need therapy. But anyway,
Therapies for the living.
You're talking about.
Therapies for the living.
all right. So those of you who are going to investigate the young man, we'll make sure you're dropped off in Bourne for that. Those of you who wish to investigate the pregnant woman, we'll make sure you're brought back up to Lincoln. And You will be given as part of your packs cell phones that have programmed in direct contact to me so that if anything happens and you need to be extricated, that can happen very quickly.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, what's your name, dude? Mac? Is that your name, Mac? What do you want me to call you?
Max is fine. Yeah.
All right. Come with me.
Okay.
Has anyone
All right.
here ever played anybody here ever played Overwatch?
I have. Never mind.
Max has a remarkably similar voice to Junkrat, and I mean that in a complimentary way.
Ah, cool.
Just call him Junkrat.
Yeah.
You want me to call you
I-
Junkrat?
I
call
used to
you
get
Mac.
called. I normally get called Street, so yeah.
Street is in the noun that cars drive on.
Yeah, as in the street.
Ah, all right. Well, street it is then, because I'm a firm believer in calling people what they want to be called.
All right.
Is
And
that
y'all follow Special Agent Herder down the hallways to the exit. And waiting outside are 2 vehicles. And bags are already packed in them. And the driver
Agent Herder,
Yes. What is it?
hey, do we have like call signs for this? Because I'd like to be called Goth Herder since I'm surrounded by them.
Yeah, but if you're splitting up, you're not hurting anything. So literally,
Fine.
you each have the driver hands the driver of each vehicle hands whoever is getting in their vehicles phones, and you are equipped to leave. So just to confirm, we have Lydia Blackwood and Artie Manzini heading to Bourne to investigate young Stephen Lewis. And
we are
have
people of action.
Yes, and we have Lanira and Maximilian going to Lincoln to investigate the unknown Jane Doe.
And she's in the hospital, right?
She is in the hospital.
Why are we actually going to find out from an unconscious woman?
Okay, listen. I got a plan. I can play some kind of case manager lady. How good can you pull off playing a doctor? I'm just saying. Okay. So
Yes.
just, I mean, you can be an assistant. You want to be an assistant?
I'll get one of those masks and just put it over my face, and then
That would be great. That would work. And then
Yeah.
do you have a way of like lifting doctors' jackets or something? We can like go try to.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can play. I don't know how, but I'm gonna try to play like case management lady. I'm gonna see what information I can find.
You know
from,
what?
like,
It'll ultimately come down to rolls, and we'll see how well you do.
Oh yeah. Okay. I just suck, but-
Plan all you want. It's going to be a matter of your moves and how well you pull them off.
Okay.
All right. So, as we transition to the next phase of the investigation, it takes a bit of time to go from the site to the 2 locations. It's actually this site is centrally located. So one vehicle heads north, the other heads south.
Mhm.
You have no idea where the fuck you are in the London countryside. Or I shouldn't say London, the UK countryside. Because literally, it's like BFE out here. Okay? But so the group, I'm going to actually focus on the group heading south to Bourne first. We will get to the 2 investigating the pregnant woman later.
Generally, the born are first.
Pun intended.
Sorry.
That was
Sorry.
one.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
So after a lovely and scenic road trip through countryside and some small villages and such, you arrive in front of the Eastgate United Reformed Church in Bourne. It is in the center of the town. It's a small town. population, a few thousand. And the driver says, okay, grab your bags. Use the phone if you need to be extricated. And as you grab your stuff and get out, the driver pulls away. You see a priest standing in front of the front door like he was expecting you.
You got voices in your head too, dude?
No, I was telephoned. Come in.
After you. I
All right. Just follow him inside.
I take a deep breath because I'm not sure I can enter churches, and when I find out I can, I let out a sigh of relief.
There you go. And this elderly gentleman looks at you both and says, welcome to my parish. I am Father Gillum. I am the one that found the body.
Sorry?
It is unfortunate, but considering it's not the first I've seen, I do a number of funerals in the community.
Yeah, but that's different.
It is.
Do people just get dropped off dead at this church a lot?
No.
But like more than once?
And not in my time here. And you saw in the reports that you were looking through that there were historical records of suspicious deaths of young men and young unwed mothers going missing.
Was it always in this parish, or is it like
around the Woods of Bourne?
Okay.
Which the Woods of Bourne is basically the forest lands, the countryside just outside of this town. Mm-hmm.
So there any weird shit around this town we need to know about?
Well, the town has a lot of history. It's been here a long time.
Welcome to Europe.
Yeah.
I have it on good authority that this is where the history comes from.
A lot of it, but not all of it. History comes from all over. But truly, there are townsfolk that are talking about stories that they heard from grandparents that, it's happening again. Yeah, there is a story, a name that they sometimes mention. Nanny Rutt. Supposedly the story goes many, 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 many years and generations ago. She was a young woman that was gotten in a family way by someone who didn't want to deal with it. She was ostracized, banished, and lived by a natural well, a natural spring in the wood. She had her child and lived there for the rest of her days as an outcast, treated like she was a witch, a monster. Yeah. And they say that Nanny Rutt, while she was alive, would run off young women that were going to meet their paramours at the spring. It was a common place for young lovers to meet up. But the funny thing is, the stories kept happening even after she should have been well and dead. That not only were young lovers kept apart from joining together at the well, but on occasion, young men would turn up dead, and young women in the area that had gotten pregnant went missing.
And what is the significance of the linen sewy bag things?
It's an old way, a very old way of preparing the dead.
Okay, like how old?
At least 300 years.
Eh. So, like, where is this spring?
If you head east out of town on the main road, you will come across a national forest. That is historically the Wood of Bourne. There is a spring about central in that forest. And there is some remains, very little, not far from the spring, of an old hut that used to be there. It is still a site that young lovers like to meet up at. It's very picturesque.
Maybe I'll get lucky.
He laughs at you.
Yeah, you think? All right.
But as far as young Stephen, he didn't show up for services often. He's from the north. Came down here because his buddy needed a roommate. Money. He comes from money. So it's not like he ever, needed to do much for himself. But yeah. He came down here, moved in with his roommate because his buddy needed a roommate, and they were friends for years. And yeah.
Okay. This is the first time a rando pregnant lady shows up?
What pregnant lady?
Just
I pull out the
unrelated.
file folder from our briefing and show a picture of the girl.
He takes the picture and he holds it real close, and he actually puts on some spectacles and looks at it. He gets this look on his face. It's almost a look of pain. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Oh. Don't know about that, Father. Want to try again?
And at this point, Artie begins to pull subtly on the emotional resonance of the living that he feeds off of to sustain himself. And I will be using a natural allure to manipulate, to aid in my manipulation. Father, if you know something, it's better that you tell us. Otherwise, more people are going to end up getting killed. That and Agent Blackwood over here is a terrible temper. And she has no compunction over punching a man in the cloth.
Or pregnant
Repeatedly.
ladies. Listen, I'm
And pregnant
hungry.
priests are the worst.
Yeah.
Like she that just absolutely will knock a pregnant priest out in 2 seconds.
Don't even have to ask questions. I just do it.
Okay, so you're going to roll and add your weird and see
Yes,
how
I
well you
am.
succeed.
That's what I do best is roll my
I will
weird.
say you both got an eyebrow raise about the comments about Lydia punching pregnant women and pregnant priests. He's like, priests get pregnant often? Really?
Excuse me, that's Agent Blackwood to you, mister.
He didn't say
All right.
anything because it's almost like he's a bit dumbfounded after trying to really focus on the picture.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm pulling up my. For some reason, it keeps pulling up the team sheet. Would this be considered a team action for purposes of the extra +1?
Yes, you can add a
'Cause we're
+1 to it.
I am helping.
Yes,
Damn right you are.
you can add a +1.
One. That is a 12. Advanced success.
Yes. So
It has a picture in roll 20 when we do good. That's so cute.
Aw.
I love that. Look at that. It's so cool.
All right. So, yep. All right. So he literally is like, I think I know her,
Yeah, no shit.
but I can't remember her. Why can't I remember her?
I mean, you're pretty old, so.
And he's looking like panicked.
Dude, chill out. Like, did she go to the church? Like, is she like your granddaughter? Is she that nanny lady?
I can't remember her.
Okay. Let's not
I,
get emotional.
Agent Blackwood, I think we might have broke this one.
It happened so fast. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, you're going to find out that hanging out with me, people break quick.
Why can't I remember her?
Yep, it's the CD is skipping. We better get out of here. Because if it stays like this, we might get in trouble.
Oh no! See, I just want to poke at it.
I mean, I'm not going to stop.
Is there something on your sheet you want to do in this situation, Lydia?
Probably not.
You have a very confused priest who likely has information but cannot fucking speak it.
Can I? No. Can I just slap him all?
I mean, you can try. You're just assaulting an old man. But
you know?
Just roll tough and be done with it.
Just roll tough and be done with it. Let's see if you slap some sense into him.
All right, that's 8 plus 2, 10.
Yeah, so you slap some sense into him. And he shakes. He's like,
Good? Better?
That is generally what you did for a skipping CD.
Marnie.
Marnie. What about Marnie?
That's Marnie Williams.
Okay. And
Steven's girlfriend.
There we go. We got somewhere. Cool. Any reason nobody knows who she is?
I don't know.
Okay.
She's from here.
Good.
Okay, there we go.
Keep it coming. Does she have an address, perhaps, or a place where her family lives?
No. Her parents died.
Okay, so where did she live?
In the same apartments as Steven.
Okay.
And they're just down the road.
Living, or?
They're just down the road.
Ah, okay.
But she was here like every Sunday. Every Sunday.
Till when?
Apparently, she wasn't paying attention. Generally, you're not supposed to do that stuff till you're married.
Young people have always been young people.
Sinning is winning, man.
As I said, young people will always be young people.
Some of us for longer than others.
I would love, and he looks at Lee, I would love to have you for Sunday service. You were special. I can see it.
Is that what I needed?
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe that the priest is indeed indicating you as being chosen.
Oh. Yeah, I hear that sometimes.
But
Yeah, what's that like?
yeah, I hope that helps. I really, if there's something going on where young people are getting murdered and there's something going on with the young women in the parish, I want to do all I can to help. I really, really.
Father, if you want to help, here's what you can do. I want you to go around to all your parishioners and see if anybody else has been forgetful, because you forgot about this girl until we smack some smarts up into you. So other people might be doing the same thing. Get people together and, I don't know.
And start talking about her. And start talking about her.
You know?
Yeah, and then start talking about
it.
other people. And and if that doesn't work, bring them around and Lydia will smack some smarts into them.
Line them up.
He actually laughs at that. Well, I have to go prepare for a service that I'm doing tomorrow evening. So please see yourselves out. And if you need me further, just stop by.
Cool.
I think that was remarkably productive.
Make such a good team.
We do. I talk to him and you smack him. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
That's how things usually go. It's what I'm best at.
Yeah.
All right. So are y'all heading to the apartments now?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do that real quick before we go to break. And then we'll pick up with the folks that went north to Lincoln to do their investigation. So you literally walk a couple blocks down the road and there's an apartment building. It's a small old building that's been converted into apartments. It looks like at one point it might have been a multi-story shop building that's been converted into apartments. And you know, based on the dossier, that Stephen lived on the third floor in apartment A on the third floor. So as you go up there, you knock on the door. And a young man, looks like he's in his mid-20s.
Before he opens the door, I turn to Lydia. Lydia, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Yeah, no doubt someone's going to open that door. Do me a favor, just start talking to them and draw their attention.
Okay. Banged extra loud.
And when the door opens and he comes out, I'm just going to slip through the wall.
Okay.
And go into the apartment behind them while
you
they're
are
talking.
Incorporeal, so you can do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And unlike the last investigation, there's no protections in place. It's just an apartment.
I'm coming for your feathers and your weed stash, buddy.
All right. So, Lydia, what you see is a young Caucasian man, brown hair, brown eyes, relatively attractive. He looks like he's about 25, 26. And he says, yeah, can I help you?
Yeah, do you want to go make out by a spring?
What?
Yeah, I realized I had some time this afternoon to just kind of play around, and I was wondering if you could just...
I don't even know you. Are you crazy?
Maybe. That seems beside the point, though.
Lydia is officially my favorite.
What the hell? And he goes to close the door. Do you try to stop? What do you want? Who are you?
Lydia.
Lydia. I don't know you.
I knew your roommate.
Stephen.
Not biblically.
Yeah. I'm just in mourning. And
well, come on in. Come on in. I'll make you some tea.
You got that worked? Walks in.
And he does not see Artie because Artie is incorporeal.
Correct. Artie is hunting fetters and is trying to find the ghost of the guy that died.
Okay.
He's gonna find an anchor and he's gonna try to pull the ghost so they can have a heart-to-heart about what it's like to be murdered by monsters.
You literally see his cell phone in his room. You know it shouldn't be there. You know it should have been with evidence. But for some reason, his phone is there. on his nightstand.
That is a significant discovery and obviously something that shouldn't be here. That is a clue.
That
and
is
by
a clue.
I mean spooky thing.
Yeah.
So I go for it.
Okay. So as you go to touch it, what are you going to roll to get information?
I'm gonna roll weird. We know I'm going to roll weird.
Okay, then roll your weird and let's see what you get.
Until I start upping my cool, I'm only rolling weird. All right. Let me just find it on my handy dandy sheet here. Nope, that's the Interpol Monster Team sheet again. It will avail me nothing. There we go. That is a 9. Mixed. That picture is so cool. I love the art for this. I need to go through all of the clip art for Monster of the Week on Roll20.
It's a mixed success.
So cool.
So basically what this is this is a success. So you get something, but there's going to be a complication.
Yeah, the shadow is going to show up and I'm going to get attacked by a specter. It's common knowledge.
Something else may happen. As you go to touch this phone, to tamper with this header, obviously, immediately a spirit manifests of a young man with black hair, green eyes, traditionally handsome. He says, "Oi, don't touch my shit."
Why?
That's my shit.
Yeah, but you don't need it anymore. You're dead. Trust me, I'm an expert.
I know, but don't touch my shit.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. I won't touch your shit if you tell me what killed you.
The fucking well.
The well?
Nanny.
Okay, but it said according to your autopsy, nothing happened to you. Obviously, something did. So I need you to elaborate. What manner of spookery happened?
Nanny drowned me in the well. Because I wouldn't fuck it, because I didn't want that bitch to have my kid.
And could you describe this nanny? I believe it's Ruts, which is a euphemism for sex, I believe. So this actually does check out.
I'm sorry, out of character.
Okay.
Because that was fucking gold.
You knew what you were into when you cast me for this game.
Absolutely. I did it on purpose, okay? So, seriously, she was just fun. And then she's talking about, we got to get married. We got to do the right thing. And I'm not doing that. Nah. And the next thing I know, she texted me, wanted me to meet her out in the damn woods. I'm thinking she's finally come to her fucking senses. And then the next thing I know, I'm like this.
So to make sure that I understand the order of events, you impregnated your girlfriend.
She was not my girlfriend. She was just a piece.
Okay. So on top of the fact that you're dead, you're also kind of a dick. And by kind of, I mean very dickish. That's fine though. We're gonna work through this. So you were a dick and then you died by a local legend. And you said this nanny used your cellular telephone to text you.
Oh no, it was Marnie that did it. She texted me.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, at least that's where the text came from. I don't know. Maybe Nanny's walking around as Marnie. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. All I know is I went to go meet the chick out at the well, and next thing I know, I'm dead.
Okay. So your your girlfriend, whatever. Okay. The girl you knew biblically sent you a text message. You went out into the woods. and a local mythological creature murdered you by drowning you in a water that wasn't actually water because you had no water in your lungs when you died.
I guess, man. I don't know.
Cool. All right. Well, I won't touch your shit. You know, we agreed. You know, we made an agreement. I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, just don't touch my shit,
it's,
man.
Yeah, I promise. I won't. Is the phone actually there, or is it just like a ghost phone?
No, it's actually there.
It's actually there?
It's
Okay.
actually there.
Okay, no worries, no worries. And I shoot Lydia a real quick text message. There's a phone in the bedroom. Smash it. Okay, so it was good talking to you. I hope you have a great rest of your life. You know, sorry about the dead thing, but it seems like you kind of deserved it. Okay, bye.
No, fuck off.
I just walk out of the wall.
Oh, yeah. Dude was such a prick. Okay.
Yeah. Totally deserved it. I'm on board with it.
Yeah. Was Nanny Rut bad, or did the people
right now,
deserve it?
I'm on Team Nanny sex name. Like, she seems to have the right idea.
Typical of any old witch story. Was she really bad, or did the people deserve it?
No, so far I'm on board with it.
All right.
You know.
So you extricate yourself from said apartment without being seen. Lydia, you're chatting with this guy, and he's talking about how, you know, Stephen was his bloke. He was his buddy, that he literally was, you know, always there for him when he needed him, kind of thing. And he's just grieving.
Cool. Do you like have any tequila for the tea, or like?
There's some rum in the cabinet.
Can you get me some? And also, which room was Steven's? I think he still has my hoodie.
Oh, second door on the left.
Sweet, thanks.
And he goes to the kitchen to get the rum.
Just gonna grab the phone from Steven's room.
Okay.
Stomp it.
And there's likely a ghost like chasing after you, like, don't touch my shit, but you're not seeing it.
And then for just a millisecond, Artie reappears, giving a middle finger to the ghost as the phone gets destroyed. Said I wouldn't do it, asshole, but I got friends.
I got friends.
And once the phone is crushed, Artie, you see the ghost. He actually dissipates. Yeah.
Asshole.
And Michael comes out. Michael Samuels is the roommate, and he comes out with the rum. Oh, you didn't find your hoodie?
No, it's okay.
Here's some rum.
Thanks. Can I get your number?
Yeah, and he gives you his number.
Sweet.
Yeah. I just wish I knew why. I don't know why. Don't know what happened.
You know, girl named Marnie?
Who?
Marnie.
I'm going to be real with you. He had so many damn chicks. I couldn't keep them all straight.
Nice guy. How many chicks you got?
None. He always got them. Huh?
Couldn't keep them straight.
Yeah. He was always the one who got the chicks.
That's a shame. You're kind of cute.
Oh, thanks. Want to go have dinner sometime?
Yeah, sometime. Number, and I gotta go.
Okay, he gives you his number.
Takes the number, takes the rum tea, and leaves.
All right. And right here is where we are going on break. We'll be back in 10. Welcome back, everybody. And there's our chosen. All right. So where we left off, we had Lydia and Artie down in Bourne, the village of Bourne, and they were investigating the young man involved in this case. Now we're going to switch up to Lincoln, which is north of Bourne. where Lanira and Maximilian have been dropped off at the hospital. And this is part of the National Health System hospital. And as you approach inside, there is a receptionist at a desk. Literally has a sign above it that says information.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I help
So-
you?
Yeah, I've got a question. I'm somebody that has been working with a lot of, young women who have had a lot of traumatic, experiences in life. And my associate here, and his name is Max, has come to kind of assist, and we're trying to see, if we can do anything for this young woman. We know there's someone here and that was recently, I believe, brought in. Have you had a young woman who has come in recently that seemed like she did not have a great support network? Possibly those who would be able to assist with her care?
You see, she has a name tag that says Amelia Jones. And literally has under it receptionist. Do you have a name for the patient?
Let me think.
The last thing you know is that it was listed as a Jane Doe.
No, I don't. But what I do know is I know that she was, from what I heard, in kind of dire straits, as in expecting. And, those who are expecting, we really want to make sure that we can protect them and make sure that we give them the proper care and that they have the proper support network. And we would just like to check. Would that be okay if we could check on her?
Do you have any identification?
We are.
You have gear, so maybe you do.
Yes. Let me go. Let me check. Can you give me just one moment?
Sure.
You're such a wonderful receptionist. You are being so kind. And we love people that are actually taking care of the patients and their loved ones and those that are trying to provide them assistance. Give me just one moment. Let me go look at my stuff.
And as you look, you do see identification that lists you as Lanira McCormick, case manager. It's almost like they knew what your MO was. And it is for an organization for unwed mothers. And so you present that and she looks at it and verifies it. And then she says, just a moment, let me call the unit. And she calls the maternity ward and talks with one of the nurses there and is like, there's a case manager here. And she mentions the organization name. And I think she's looking for the Jane Doe. Can I send her up? Oh my. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll let her know. Okay. And then she hangs up. I am so sorry. And she hands back your identification. An hour ago, she left. She woke up and left.
Do you know where she might have gone?
Just then, the nurse said she left against medical advice. Just then, a janitor is working nearby. She said, hey, Scott, did you see the young woman, the Jane Doe, leave? He goes, yeah, she got in a cab. I heard her say, take her to Bourne.
Sir, and she turns and looks at the janitor. Do you remember the name of the cab company or any pictures?
I can't think of one off the top of my head right now, but he tells you the name of the cab company.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the driver looked like this, and he gives you a description.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Hmm.
Everything all right?
Well, I mean, is there a way to find out? Ask the young lady that she spoke with. How did she look? I mean, did she seem okay? Did she,
The receptionist will call the nurse back on the unit and ask if she can come out and speak with you. And the nurse does after a few minutes. She does come out. You see on her tag, it says Nurse Johnson. And she says, yeah, well, this thing, the girl just woke up. I mean, it wasn't like we were sedating her or anything.
Right.
She was just out. And then all of a sudden she woke up and she was just adamant that she had to leave. And we
What?
tried to tell her that we needed to figure out, who she was and that she's healthy and that the baby's healthy. She's like, I'm fine. I have to leave. And she would not. She knew where she was. She knew her name. She told us it was Marnie Williams, her date of birth, everything. She knew everything. And she said she had to leave. So we couldn't keep her.
Was there anything like something that just like offset you about anything she said or any?
No, she just
Anything
said she had to get back to Bourne. She said that's where she lived.
Okay. No, that's pretty much all.
I mean,
So-
I'm not going to say it's not weird. It's really weird. Okay.
Right.
It's really weird. But there was nothing medically wrong with her. So we couldn't keep her against, we couldn't say she was, that she wasn't competent to make that decision.
Right.
She was alert and oriented. So I don't know.
So when you mentioned, you mentioned she was pregnant, did she seem shocked? Or
Oh, no, not at all.
Oh, so she totally knew.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, she totally knew. And she was totally, like I said, she was alert and oriented. She knew everything. And she just said, I have to go. And as soon as and as soon as I left the room and the doctor left the room, she got up, got dressed and left.
Okay. And then Lanier is going to look at Max kind of like, what kind of thoughts you got? Like she's waiting to see if you have a question.
I'm kind of thinking, what the hell is going on with this hospital? Like the NHS? Like, seriously? Like, you just let people out of buildings? Like,
She
Who does
was
that?
in her right mind. We can't hold her against her wishes.
she just came out of a coma and
I know.
Did she?
head
die?
trauma.
I know. We checked for all of that. She was fine.
Did she leave any personal effects? Was there any personal effects that came in with her, or could be left in there, or?
I'll be right back. And she goes
Okay,
back.
thank you.
She goes back to the unit and obviously checks. And she comes back and brings a cell phone. She left this.
Oh, you are so amazing, Nurse Johnson. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You are going to help in the assistance with this young woman and her needs to keep her safe. I cannot thank you for all the hard work that you do.
Apart from the letting her out and doing the taxi, that bit was just that's a mistake. But
She looks at you and says, and what credentials do you have?
This is my intern, and he's in his learning stage.
Obviously, it's kind of like the new grad doctors. Yeah, we know how they are too. Okay, yeah, certainly, sir. And then she looks over at Lanier and says, just call the hospital if you need any other assistance. I'm not sure what we can offer, but
That would
she
be
was
so
here for about a week, and literally none of us could figure out why she was in a coma because she was fine.
Did anybody?
Her
come visit
her brain scans were fine. Everything was fine.
Did anybody come visit?
No, nobody.
Mm.
We didn't know who she was.
Wow.
Even the authorities couldn't figure out who she was.
But you just told me her name.
Yeah,
How
because
did
she
you
told me.
know?
She told me her name.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Do you have a business card so that if I have any further questions?
There's a hospital one there. You can call and you can ask for Nurse Laura Johnson.
I would be thank you
Well-
so very much. That has been so helpful.
While them two are talking, I'm going to go into my bag and grab the folder that talks about her. I'm just going to read it and go, so checklist 1, enter the building, check to here, talk to the researcher, the nurse. Okay. Did she give a forwarding address?
She gives an address for a small apartment in Bourne.
Cool. Thank them for helping. Thank you.
You're
And
welcome.
Lanier is going to pocket the cell phone
Mhm.
into her back pocket.
You're welcome. Do give us a call if we can be of any other help. And
Thank
she
you so much.
turns to go back to the unit.
And Max, I think we have a whole lot of work that we're going to need to do. So why don't we go ahead and go back to the office?
Have a lovely
Thank you.
day, says Miss Jones at the reception desk.
Thank you, and you as well. Maybe we should take a cab, or no? We already have a ride, don't we?
Excuse me. Did you call the cab or did she? 'Cause I'm guessing.
I called the cab for her.
Thank you.
Would you
I
give us-
didn't recognize that was the one you were talking about. As people need leaving and stuff, I coordinate the transportation.
Could you possibly ring the company and ask what the cab number was?
Certainly. And she calls. And she asks her, and she writes it down and hands it to you. And then she says, "Do you need me to get you some transportation?"
Yeah. Could we get
yeah.
the same driver?
She's got,
Maybe.
could possibly the same car and same driver pick my current people up? Excellent. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And she hangs up. Yeah. The same car and driver will be here in 20 minutes.
You are so wonderful. We will make sure that we leave some very good comments on the hospital website about how.
Give us a
helpful the
Google
staff-
review. Give us a
I
Google
will.
review.
I'll make sure I give you a great Google review. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Y'all have a lovely afternoon.
Thank you. Let's go, Max.
Do we give tips?
Max, my little
You know,
friend
there's no
asked you,
tip
let's
jar.
Get out of here.
There's no tip
Let's
jar.
Go.
Okay.
Go. Let's.
Oh, come.
I'm gonna have enough problems slipping as into the cab. So let's go.
Okay.
And y'all go outside and await the cab. And about 20 minutes later, it shows up to pick you up. The cab driver introduces himself as Jami. He's an Indian man. And you all are driving south towards Bourne. So if you would like to question him, you can do so.
His name is, you said Jorn?
Jami, Jomy.
Jami. Hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm just well. How are you?
Doing rather well. Just, on that mission to try to help all those individuals who need assistance, and I heard that you actually helped a young woman in great need earlier today. Could that have been the case? Might you remember?
Well, I just came back from Bourne. I dropped off a young gal
Yeah.
there.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh,
That was so brave of you. Can you tell me anything?
she
about
didn't say much.
Mm.
When I dropped her off, I asked her if she needed any assistance, and she said no, she was fine. And then she got out. She didn't go up to the apartment, though. She started heading east on foot towards the woods.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that was a little
Wonder-
weird, but
That
once
is.
it was already paid for by the hospital. So
Hmm.
once they get out of my car, I've got to come back and do my job.
Max? My
You said that they went to the woods. She was heading in the direction of the woods.
Mhm.
When we get there, could you drop us off near the woods instead of?
Yeah, it's not far from the apartment, so I'll drop
that's
you off
good.
there. Yeah.
that would be excellent.
Yeah.
And then, yes, and we can try to. My intern and I can try to assist and find this young woman.
And as y'all are chit-chatting and stuff, and he's talking with you, and he says, yeah, she seemed like a pleasant young lady. She didn't have much to say, and, wasn't even doing small talk, anything like that. That it takes, England is a small country compared to other countries that some players live in. So it doesn't take that long to get there.
Mhm.
Maybe like an hour. And
We'll have sent an obligatory text message just with like a quick update on.
Yep. I imagine
where
y'all
we've been and what
are
we're doing.
communicating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Because
we're sending them back saying, "Hey, yo, we're going in the woods. Just wanted to let you know."
and the other two are like, so are we.
Yeah, about that.
How did she look? Because she was pregnant, and we're with a company that.
Well, at 5
helps.
months, she's barely showing. And literally, he said, "Oh, she was pregnant. I didn't know that."
She didn't. There wasn't anything strange. She wasn't holding her belly.
No, she wasn't. She seemed very relaxed and calm.
Did she say she had to meet anyone? She was.
No, she just said she needed to get back home.
What do you know about these woods area? I mean, this is kind of a
Oh, I don't
small-
know. I've only been here 10 years and I live in Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
I don't know much about Bourne other than it's a tiny little village.
Mm. Okay. Have you ever taken a bunch of people or anyone to this address before that you just dropped off?
No.
No?
No.
Hmm. Anything stand out? Unique?
No.
Different? Odd? Nothing? Mm.
No, obviously this guy has no idea what the hell is
Right.
afoot. Yeah.
Now, can I assume Az is in the cab with me?
Az is always nearby, okay? He's kind
Uh-huh.
of like, ever
Okay.
present.
Okay. So, Max, what do you think, man? She's like over here whispering. What do you think? I mean, we're about to go in the woods and we're looking for a pregnant lady. So, I mean, if we're sitting here looking for a pregnant lady in the woods, not only is this a little off, you got a weapon or something?
Okay, stuff.
That's not helpful. I mean, do you got a weapon? Like, can you?
I adapt to whatever's around.
Okay.
Improvised weapons.
Right. What are your thoughts on this, dude?
I'm still confused on this whole demon one.
Demons are not that bad. They really, mine is super duper night. Well, that's a lie. I mean,
How do you actually know? Like, does he spend 24/7 with you? Does he fuck off and then come back?
he pretty much stays with me 24 hours unless I piss him off.
Wait, so he is with you? Man, that must make it really awkward to go to bed and to do.
No, not really. I mean, no. It's kind of like having a protector. So it's like when you're sleeping, you've got a protector who's protecting, making sure you're okay.
I had a protector, but I'm looking for her.
Huh? Is she a demon?
No, well, kinda, but it's my sister. So yeah, she normally isn't pain in the fucking ass.
No,
But,
I mean like a real one. Like,
Don't think so. I hope not. God,
I
that
mean,
would be-
Artie's already seen Az. I mean, at some point, maybe I get him to like slip in and go, hi, and you can see what he looks like. But I mean, no, I mean a real horns-tailed kind of dude.
No, that would have made it really difficult for my mum when she was having both of us at the same time. That would have been a really, really uncomfortable womb.
Well, here's the deal. We're about to go get in the woods. We don't know exactly what we're going to find. And we're looking for a pregnant lady. Once we get dropped off, I got to figure out the direction we go. It's might be a big woods. Do we go straight? Do we go? So we're going to like be walking around. Do you have any tracking abilities or skills or
Pretty good.
blood hunt smells or something?
No, I'm not that kind of, but I get around. I've always made it so that I never get seen whenever I'm stealing things and
you got some
breaking in.
theft stuff going on. I mean, that's helpful. That is helpful. We could steal a map of the woods if we knew where to get one, but I mean,
would they have a map in a small place like this?
probably not.
I'm guessing it's gonna probably be like a nature trail. We could probably follow the paths until we find whatever. I can't think she would walk too deep into the woods.
I'm almost voting we kind of do it like quiet, stealthy, because if we're like loud and hey, are you out here? I don't think that's going to be a great idea because we don't exactly know what the heck is going on here.
What time is it at the moment?
It is currently getting late.
Uh-oh. Are we at dark?
You are at nightfall right now.
We have flashlights in our gear.
So basically it's sunset. The sun is setting as you are approaching south. And you pull into Bourne. The cab driver drives you past the church. He drives you past the shops. He drives you past.
Isn't that Lydia and... well.
You actually see them as you approach near the woods. It is a national forest. There is signage. There is a map of the trails within the national forest because it is basically a national park.
They just sent a text too.
Mm-hmm.
Lydia, I totally sent them a text saying to meet us here and to don't do anything dumb. So they're gonna listen. The
cab driver drops you off.
Just next to them too. Just here. There.
Chill. Yeah. Okay.
The cab driver drops you off. And he says, "Y'all have a good evening." And then he turns off his cab light because he's obviously off shift after this ride, and he turns around to head back north.
Who's paying for it?
The hospital paid for it.
Yeah.
So, we consigned an asshole's ghost to eternal damnation and punched the priest. How did you guys do? Yeah, Lydia's my fucking hero.
And you complain about Az, and y'all are over there punching priests. Really?
He deserved it. Okay, needed it. Needed it is the word.
Needed it. Definitely needed it. She was just giving him a hard reboot. He kind of blue screened for a second.
That's how you give a hard. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's
But we found out some pretty important information. Apparently, the creature responsible is a nanny ruts, which kind of a weird name. But apparently, what's his face, Mikey, the dickhead there, got his girlfriend pregnant. Although he says she wasn't his girlfriend. Yeah, whatever. Trust me, his name don't matter no more after what we did to him.
I mean,
I'll fill
I
you guys
have
in on the
Mikey
particulars.
as bait if we need bait.
Is that what you were doing?
What?
We
Jesus
also found
Christ, Lydia, you're fucking awful.
we also found.
Wait. You were doing what with?
Hold on. Who chose? You said you're the chosen. You're the chosen of what? What chose you?
Woo! Anyway.
That's awesome. Anyway,
definitely not something good. I'll tell you that.
I would like to. I would like to.
He got the girl. Go ahead, Max.
We have a bit of a time limit. We're kind of on a time schedule because we found out that she has come back to Bourne, and the Jane Dogo, she's literally here. She got a taxi an hour before us. The taxi we were on, she's in there somewhere.
She's in the woods. She just walked straight through the woods, is what
She's probably heading to the spring.
Yeah, that's where what's his face got drowned by the awful creature. Yeah. Hey, I'm not sure we should stop this.
What?
Why?
Well,
Oh, because that guy sucked.
that guy was kind of a dick, and he kind of deserved it. He got a girl pregnant and then wanted nothing to do with it.
Wait. It's not about stopping what he did. It's stopping him from doing it to somebody else.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, the nanny stopped him from doing it to anybody else. It was actually kind of cool. I'm just saying, I don't know if she's wrong here.
Although everybody did kind of like forget her name.
Don't y'all think this is something a little?
Wait, who forgot the name?
Oh, everybody.
Like everybody in town's forgotten who Marnie was.
Yeah. Lydia had to knock the smarts back into the priest in order to figure it out.
And if I have to, I'll make my way through this entire town, but that seems like it would take all night.
And
actually, we already kind of started lining that up. We got the priest to call everybody together, and we're going to do a great big slapping, line them up on the pews. We're going to put her on a skateboard and just kind of line her up and down the aisles.
Just give me a good hard push.
Yeah, I'm into it. I like this. I think this is a good plan. But we should probably, if she's possessed by some kind of weird creature or is a shapeshifted version of this person, we should probably at least investigate it and make sure she's okay. If nothing else, we got to make sure the kid's safe.
Okay, so y'all are heading into the woods. You see on the map, there is a trail that winds around a bit and goes around the spring and winds back around. So it's a good little hike. And you traverse. It's a peaceful wood. It really is. It is very fucking peaceful. It is picturesque. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. This is beautiful countryside here. And, it's not far from the coast. It's got lush greenery. It's really pretty. And as you traverse, what you got?
Does our high-tech equipment that we were given as part of our gear include a topographical sat-nav of this location that would help us find the screen easier?
Absolutely.
I remembered what you said.
Yes, you have gear. You have gear. Utilize it. Yes. You have sight nav. You have, lights. Yep. You have literally comms. You have all kinds of shit.
Yep. We use the power of the future to find our place.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, you've got government issued gear. You're good. You got not even international government issued gear. It's fucking elite shit.
Do we have a way? Do we have a way to secure the female? Like handcuffs?
You have restraints.
Okay, cool.
If need be.
I mean,
you have restraints.
I just assumed
if need be.
By what was written down on our sheet, I just assume we have the Batman balloon system.
You basically do.
Metal Gear Solid 5.
You basically have Batman gear. Okay.
Yeah, we just strap a balloon to her and she goes shooting off into the sky.
But yeah, so as you approach this well, you see Marnie kneeling beside the spring.
Hey, so Steven sucks, right?
She doesn't immediately respond. And just then, another figure manifests. It is a woman dressed in 18th century clothing. And she has a hand on Marnie's shoulder. And you can hear she's whispering something to her.
I'm gonna have to speak up.
Nan the Ruts, please release this girl from your supernatural thrall or whatever. I actually don't know what's going on, but it looks bad.
The ghost turns and looks at you all. I must continue.
To do what?
Men have never changed.
Oh no, they suck. That's true.
Actually,
like-
I can attest that men do change. I have indeed changed from what I was previously.
No.
Right about
Ma'am?
now is where the service is starting. The priest ended up calling a unscheduled service.
He did mention that, yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was.
He was
mentioned.
initially planning to do it the next evening, but he decided to move it up to bring the town together.
It's a different location. It's not in
It's not in the
where we're at.
woods.
Okay.
It's in the church.
Can we hear the bells?
Yes, you
Or-
hear the bells. Because small area. It's not far. And the ghost woman looks and says, I need form.
Not sure we can let you do that.
This is a thing.
Actually, I can tell you, I can teach you a few tricks if you want to learn how to, just be you without having to possess people or take forms. Trust me, I'm dead too. We're the same thing pretty much, except I don't do that, killing thing.
You've been like murdering guys for a while. Why do you even need a body? It's fine. You got this.
Actually, she's right. You're doing pretty good just as you are. Why do you got to change up the formula?
Because I'm having to expend a lot of energy on the girls to lure them here.
What
See,
are you
when you
luring them for?
Yeah, saying words like lore, it just it's throwing off the
sinister.
sympathy vibe I've got. Yeah, I'm kind of on your side, believe it or not.
And all of a sudden, it's been a few minutes. Obviously, the service has started. Marnie starts looking around. She says, what am I doing here? And she
That seems like
she
a long breath.
she obviously doesn't see the ghost. She's looking at the ones she doesn't even see Artie right now. She literally is looking at the two ladies and Max and like, who are you? Why am I here?
Ghost shit. It's whatever.
Hi. I'm your case manager.
Oh, we're lying.
We're trying to help you. We think you might have gotten a little bit lost. And so we're trying to get you to come, away from there, maybe with us. Would you be able to do that? We can help you come up with some answers. Maybe some.
She goes to try to
appropriate
get up and it's like she's having to push against a force to do so. Artie, you see the ghost. She's looking at you and says, you can teach me? So I don't have to do this?
Absolutely. Look at me. Do you see me having to feed on anything? And I took a cab here. I flew in a plane. I know, right? I went over the ocean. I'm from America, New England, in fact. It's just like your England, only newer. I came from there. And so
She lets go of the girl.
Mhm.
And Marnie's able to get up.
And then Lanira is going to literally walk straight towards her. Here, come, let me help you. Come, let me help you.
And she walks to
reach
you
out.
and says,
Put her arm around her.
I'm Marnie Williams. You are?
Hi. My name is Lanira. I'm your case manager. I just mentioned that a minute ago. We just want to get you out of here because, I think you might be a little lost. We want to get you in a place that's safe.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Stay with me.
she's like really confused. So yeah. And literally, the nanny motions Artie over.
yes, and I begin to saunter on over with all of the friendliness that my supernatural levels of manipulation will allow.
And she tells you her story. How it was a priest that raped her.
Ooh.
That's why she leaves the bodies on the steps.
Nice.
And she tells you her story and that she has punished men who don't do right by the women that they impregnate in the area. She tells you that she has done it. She did it. She couldn't do it in her life because she was known, but she has made it her mission as a ghost to do it. So you can, as she tells you this story, you can go ahead and.
Well, I lived a quiet life of desperation, and when I was nearing my wit's end, I decided to go to my favorite hot dog place to have a Reuben dog. It's a hot dog with sauerkraut, Russian dressing, and a really nice kind of pretzel roll. It's one of the greatest things you'll ever have. And then, well, I was supposed to have it, and then a hell beast ate me while I was waiting in line. I never got my hot dog. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me.
And she looks at you and she puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "That is really unfortunate."
I know, right? It's terrible. So, but what I figured out from that is that, being dead, it's got its advantages. I don't got to worry about health insurance no more. And
health insurance? What's that?
Oh, it's the worst evil to ever come. It's one of the worst evils. There's plenty of evils. I'm going to tell you all about it.
Okay, so basically, y'all go off and start talking a bit. Meanwhile,
I will totally. Yep, I will. Yep.
You're ghost bonding. You're ghost bonding. Yes.
Yep. Nana, Rutz, and Artie we're perfectly okay. They can go save the girl right now.
Yeah, and that's what y'all are doing. Yeah. Y'all are literally taking Marnie back to her apartment. You're settling her in, making sure she's safe. And then once you have done that, all of a sudden there's like people knocking on the door to check on her, to make sure she's okay, to offer help. The community has remembered Marnie.
Oh, damn.
Because of an instinct to get the preacher to talk about her.
Well, Lydia, that your punching is really starting to do good.
Starting?
Hey.
All I got to say is nobody better say nothing about my demon. Because y'all were 10 times worse.
You're the only one talking about your demon. Oh my gosh, I have a demon boyfriend. Whatever.
And literally, as y'all are leaving the apartment building and going down the street, all of a sudden, a really handsome devil fucking appears and says, "She can't help but talk about me." And he gives a wicked grin.
Come on, ass. Stop. Let's go.
And he just winks and poofs again.
I mean,
yeah. So then okay, we're supposed to meet up, and then she ends up dating this demon guy. It was the worst thing that ever happened. It's fucking terrible.
And Nanny literally looks at you and says, "I'm very sorry, young man. That's very unfortunate."
And he's there constantly. He's the fucking fifth member of the team. Okay? He's there right now. You know what his name is? Az. His name is Az, which is like ass, really, when you think about it. No. So all I hear is, "Oh, Ass said this. Ass is so great. Ass is beautiful. Oh my God. Ass. That's all I fucking hear. Okay. And so now, okay, we're teaming together. We're coworkers. Have you ever been coworkers? No, you know what? Never mind. Here's the thing though. This is going to be fine. This is going to be great. We're going to make this work. I'm going to teach you my tricks and, we're going to.
And you can have your own demon.
Excuse me. Ghosts are talking.
And with that,
talk to your boyfriend.
Yep, you all get in vehicles that have arranged to pick you up, and you are brought back to the black site and meet with your handler. And she looks at all of you and says, "Good job, good job." And I take it you're going to be tutoring Nanny for a bit, Artie.
Yeah, I kind of got this vision in my head. It's the corporally challenged entities support group. I'm gonna bring this together. We're gonna make this a thing.
Write me up a page on it. Give me the details.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'll see if we can get it
Absolutely.
approved.
Yep.
All right. Excellent job, everyone. And she congratulates you all and says, take a little bit of time, relax a little bit. You'll have a flight out in 2 days back home.
Hey, Lydia.
Yeah.
You punched a priest, and it helps. This is the best day ever.
So valuable.
Ah,
Max, don't you know a lot about this place? Aren't you like from here or something?
well, technically, I'm from Wales. It's just across the border. It's
I heard it's nicer.
Yeah, when Kat said welcome home, basically welcome back to the UK for him. Yeah.
I've been around areas. Lincoln's really nice, actually. I've been there once. The
We can
castle's
see-
amazing.
It's a castle?
There's
Oh,
a castle.
There's a castle
beautiful
there.
castle.
Mhm.
how about you, me, and my demon? Let's go. Want to go check out the castle?
Yeah, we can. Oh, we could head out to
You
where.
can meet him. He's super cool. I don't know what. I don't know. Artie's just pissy about it.
Now, you know what? I don't need to go see the castle because I have an important support group that I have to get ready for.
I'm talking to the other.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking to Max.
That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, if you want to see demons and stuff, well, we can go out to if we go out to Wales, there's way more demon type entities.
go?
Well, I
Wanna
always just thought it was random stories that my grandpa had told me, but if this is actually real, and there's maybe they are demons that are there.
Can you like?
He
Say hi.
appears. And he says, yeah, there's demons there. There's demons all over. They got their hands in all kinds of shit.
Hey, do you guys have anything better to do than to like follow her around?
He gets perks.
I do all kinds of things.
Yes, he does.
I'm not just hanging around her.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have hobbies.
So you want to go to the castle?
So how many girls do you have?
How many what?
Well, you just said that you pop out and have other things.
I have other things to do. I didn't say other people.
I mean,
Things. Tell me, he's.
Like kill things, like possess things.
I don't do possession.
they're just beneath you.
That's probably a good thing to do. Have.
Yeah, the foot soldiers do that.
Oh, so you're like important.
A little bit. Chosen.
Uh,
Want to talk about being important.
oh,
It's a good question.
Wait,
What
what?
chose you?
Mm.
And with that, he just raises an eyebrow and leaves.
Let's go to the castle.
The
Max,
question I asked first. God damn it.
can we go? Max, want to go to the castle?
yeah.
All right, so we're going to wrap up here, everybody. So let's go ahead and do our experience because nobody had any failure rolls this time. So we got to do the questions to see if we get some experience. That's all right. That's all right. Not every session do you have failure rolls. Okay, so did you conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did you
Partly.
save someone from certain death or worse?
No, he died.
Well, yes, but I also we
You
also
saved Marnie from
consigned
possession?
someone- we also consigned someone to eternal damnation.
Exactly.
Okay, that guy deserved it. So literally. But you saved Marnie, so that's going to be a yes. You also saved Nanny Rutt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did. Yep.
You did.
Well, that all depends on Artie. That all depends on how
If
he-
Artie
how-
does
how
what he says he's going to do, he will have
He's starting
saved
the
Nanny
support
Rutt.
group.
He will have given her a different purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. So did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah, I learned about Nanny Rutt, and I learned that there are other ghosts for realsies,
Mm-hmm.
because these are the first times I've met other ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And
You're not alone.
I've learned that slapping priests is a path to victory. I've
It
learned
is acceptable.
It pleases my
Max
little
has the coolest
atheistic
voice
heart.
ever. And I've learned that goddamn demon of hers is going to be around all the time, and that's really great. I'm happy that she's happy. That's what I learned. I'm happy she's happy. He seems like a great guy. Totally, yeah.
Kat, before I go, can I quickly just go to the toilet?
Yeah. And last question is, did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Yep.
All right. So you all get to mark 2 experience on your sheet.
Yay.
And I will also mark 2 experience on your team sheet.
Yay.
Good job, guys. Excellent. Thank you, everyone,
Yay.
for joining us for our monthly Monster of the Week session, Monster of the Month, as we had the Goth Squad this time going and investigating a ghost story in England.
Honorary member of the Goth Squad, Artie.
Yeah.
Way to conform.
You're all posers. I got into my black parade jacket during the break for that reason.
And thank you so much for joining us. And do join us on our Discord. We have an amazing community there. Literally awesome freaking people. That is where I cast this game. And we currently have an open casting call through tomorrow for a 4-session game of Dune, which is the Modifus D20 system. That is a very fun system to play, and it is set in the time of the Dune universe prior to the current movies and stuff, well prior. So you'll want to join us over there if you'd like to apply for that. And we also have a casting call coming open very soon for a multi-splat World of Darkness Chronicle. That is going to be a single season chronicle, but it's going to be about 17 episodes long. And it is going to be vampire. It is going to be wraith. It is going to be mage. It is going to be changeling. And it is going to be werewolf. All set in Milwaukee, these splats are dealing with the null zone. So, do join us on Discord if you would like to potentially sit at our table. For real. And occasionally we do some Zoom chats that are open to all community members on the Discord. There is no paywall behind it. You don't have to pay for our time. You just come and hang out with us in Zoom and we chit chat and talk about all kinds of crazy shit. So yeah, literally join us. And if you would like to catch back episodes of this stream or any of our plethora of content, because we have all kinds of games. We've been doing this over 4 years, y'all. Literally, you can join us over on YouTube and give us a subscribe there. Like the videos you watch, comment on the videos you watch. All those are free, and that helps boost us in search ratings when people are looking for TTRPG content like what we have. So please consider doing that there. And also if you would like to check out some Call of Cthulhu 7e or D&D 5e, check out the Ishbel YouTube channel, because that's where our amazing European GM, Dr. Tiss, stores her content for, perpetuity. So please check those out. And you can check out some amazing friends that we have that play in our games or even run games with us. We have the RPG table. That is Junie Von Esch's RPG gaming channel. Please give her a follow and some love from the McStabber Studios community. We have Ravnos Archon, who has also been active in chat tonight and plays in this game as well as many others. He's in Dark Ages. He plays also as a guest in our V5 Chronicle set in Kansas City right now as my character's sire and biological brother, who's a royal asshole, and literally... He's also our mage storyteller, and he is running Dune. So you want to definitely check him out, follow him, because he actually runs some amazing games on his own channel. I believe he's going to be starting those up sometime soon. So definitely give him a follow and some love from the McStabber community. And we have Mischievous Red. She is a player in our V5 Chronicle on Fridays and set in Kansas City. She also has played in our Demon Chronicle, which will be coming back later this year. We are doing season 3 later this year. We've already scheduled it. Yeah, it's going to be great. But she plays in that as well. And she has played in a number of games with us. She's amazing. And she does some video game streaming and also some creative streaming like mini painting and stuff like that on her channel. So give her some love from us. And if you would like to get some merch, we have some studio merch, and pretty soon I'm going to be working on some more merch. There's some merch plans that have been requested that I actually am going to now have time to do, since today was my last day at my current job and I will have a break before I start my new job. So I'm going to be doing some merch stuff to add to our collections on Zazzle. That link is in chat. And we do give donations and bits to our players. If you would like to support the players at our tables, please consider giving donations and bits. The only thing we take out of that is the taxes from them because, you know, Uncle Sam does like to tax the shit out of us. But literally, you know, we distribute those to our players, not to myself or Shanky when he runs games. If you would like to support the channel, do so by giving us a subscribe here on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you can do a monthly subscription for free with your Prime service. You may consider giving that to us, or you can go to our KoFi page and give us a coffee. Where Twitch doesn't become a huge pimp and take half, KoFi will give us all of it. So literally, you can do those options if you would like to support us. And thank you, you're any, not your outie, for the biddies for my players. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. They didn't have failures this time, but they also didn't earn XP from failures. So I don't know if that was a blessing or a curse.
We lived. Okay, I'm counting it as a victory.
Coming up over the next week, I don't even know. It is, hang on. Is Tiss back on Saturday? No? Okay, no. So we're waiting until the next Saturday for her to come back. Okay, so Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Kansas City, A Domain Divided. It is our V5 Chronicles set in Kansas City, both Kansas side and Missouri side. It is wild, y'all. There's a fucking war between the Cam and the Sabat going on. And literally, we got a Zamitzi on one side and her sire and brother on the other. It's great. It's fucking drama. And not to mention, our Toreador has a brother that is an agent for the Second Inquisition. It's fucking drama. Lots of family drama. It's crazy. Join us for that at 8 p.m. Eastern, because, yeah, there was some shit talking at Elysia last session, and now we're going to get to plotting. Because, you know, it's a fucking war. Yeah, fun. Of course, Saturday, there's no stream right now. And Wednesday, we typically run our World of Darkness Wednesdays. We are taking a little break from that because my poor husband, he's running tech for us tonight. He has been running tech at least twice a week for fucking months on streams. He's either running or other people are running. And we want to give him a much needed break. So we are taking a break until the 24th of April when our Mage Chronicle, it's a new Mage Chronicle. It's not going to be set in the 80s. It's a little more modern. That is coming up for real. So that's going to start on April 24th on Wednesday. So join us then. And that's it coming up for the week. Y'all have a very safe and happy Easter if you celebrate. Seriously. Take care of your mental health. For real. If you are struggling in crisis right now in chat, there are organizations with numbers that you can call or text 24/7, depending on your crisis situation. It is not weakness to get help. It is actually a sign of immense strength to realize that you need help and to seek it. So please get the help you need. And if by chance you are outside of the U.S., we have a lot of viewers in our community and a lot of community members, such as Grim Raven here, that are not in the U.S. And we appreciate you, Grim Raven, for staying up till wee hours playing with us. But yes, so seriously, check out findahelpline.com. That is a site that has listings of crisis support organizations with contact information for them in over 140 countries. Please get the help you need. And I'm McStabber. I'm a registered nurse, and I'm going to tell you, please get your fucking vaccines. Please. COVID is still around. Get your boosters because it's still fucking hospitalizing people and killing people. Flu still fucking kills people. A friend of mine last week had her mother pass away from pneumonia that spawned from flu. Literally. Still kills people. So please get your flu shot. Protect those around you because you may be fine, but others that you love may not be. Okay? And please take care of your physical health too, because as the mind goes, so does the body, and vice versa. As the body goes, so does the mind. If you're dealing with chronic pain or any kind of chronic illness, it can wear at you emotionally. So please take care of yourself as best you can. And I know, especially American healthcare is a fucking hellscape. Please, please advocate for yourself. Hell, call your fucking insurance if you have it. See if they have a nurse case manager you can work with. Get an advocate to help you navigate and to help you get what you need. Said with love, y'all. Thank you for joining us. We will see you for another session of Monster of the Week, set up as Monster of the Month, where these Interpol agents are going out for another investigation. It'll be a different group because I'm mixing and matching now. Literally go out for another investigation, and I have no idea where that's going to be or what it's going to be yet. So we'll just wait and see next month. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.